Basically, I think everybody knows what it means, this principle of meritocracy. But it is a principle that cannot be applied in a purer sense of it, because there are times when you have to take into account certain other factors, like for example, people who are disadvantaged, for example, people who live in rural areas, in estates, in the new villages, who are somewhat outside the mainstream of the more dynamic part of the society. They would certainly need certain considerations. But by and large, meritocracy is not only a noble principle, but it's a necessary principle for us to propel Malaysia forward to greater heights. I talked at the outset about the culture of excellence, and one of the principles of the culture of excellence is the principle of meritocracy. If you reward people on the basis that they are the best, whether it's the best man for the job or the best company to get a contract, then people realize that they have to be at that level. They have to perform, and once they realize that they have to perform, that will bring out the best in people, I think. So you don't want Malaysia to underperform as a nation. We have to basically, if I look at Malaysia, I want Malaysia to punch above our weight, using a boxing term. And if you apply this culture of excellence and the principle of meritocracy, I think that would be the necessary ingredient for us to maximize the potential of Malaysia. It does mean that the various aspects of the government service, if you like, and the society as a whole should be predicated on this basis of meritocracy. For example, government procurement. You should institute a policy which ensures competitive bidding, because once you have competitive bidding, then the chances of you selecting the best company for the job at the lowest price and technically acceptable at the same time are far greater than if you go on a basis of negotiated tender, for example. Even the principle of privatization, some of the problems that we have encountered on the basis of privatization in the past, when we had very little knowledge about how to implement privatization, we, at the outset, we went on the principles of first come, first serve. So if you have an idea, then you are given that opportunity. But in effect, looking back, at hindsight, of course, it's better for us to have identified certain areas or certain services that we want to privatize and open it up for bidding. Then the best proposal can be considered by the government. So these are some specific examples of how meritocracy can be applied.